So your reaction to the community taking your thing that you made and turning it into something that they think of as theirs,
right?
And your previous interaction with that community, like were you a long-standing?
Okay, so I was waiting for YouTube. I was making and editing videos in the 80s on VHS, and so yeah, I mean, I was doing that.
The inventor of VHS
when
is in the
YouTube
audience.
came, I said, that's me, I'm YouTube, yeah. Okay, so I couldn't wait to get my stuff online. So when my video went viral, I had 200 videos already, and I didn't know how to edit digitally at that point. And when I shot the video, I knew that it was going to do, no, not this, but I knew that it was going to be like a viral video. And so I didn't know about auto-tunes or nothing like that, but when I saw the first one, I said, that's really cool. and then I saw the second one, which happened to be the Gregory Brothers. That came like, I must have been 2 or 3 days into it. And I was like, well, that's really cool too. And they asked me to make it a response to the Double Rainbow video. And I had no clue that it was going to make me a lot of money, and that it would be so that people sing the words that I said. So before I went viral, I had no clue that there was this kind of interaction, and since I think that it's a really positive thing because it enables people to connect to what I did or to what I experienced, and they feel it. You feel, when you see that video, you feel what I feel, you experience what I feel, and people are connecting to it. That's why it's so powerful, and I think that's what's in common with a lot of this. People connect to that. They feel something. They feel what you felt, and they wanna be a part of it. They wanna lend their energy to it, and it's a beautiful thing.
I totally agree with these opinions. It's just something that internet just loves. Like back before Nyan Cat era, I just kind of drew comics all the time, and nobody really paid attention to them. I had a small community, but it was just very small. I know some of my comics were like on G4 TV, and some of them are actually like popular rage faces, like the Happy Rainbow Happy Face guy. I don't know if you've seen that one. Yeah, like. She's doing it.
This is BNC.
BNC, yeah, before Nyan Cat, yeah. But like once it exploded, it just kind of like hit me. It was just amazing. Like people were just embracing the idea of cats flying through space with a rainbow trail, just like spreading pure joy and happiness to the world. That's what Nyan Cat's about. And since then, that's what it is. I mean, it's happiness. It's pure happiness in cat form. That's all it is.
Nice.
And it's been an amazing experience. Like I said, I'll go to conventions and people dress up as Nyan Cat. They'll dress their cats up as Nyan Cat. People like go to protesting, like the whole like Occupy Wall Street. Have you seen like the whole Nyan percent? Like it was. Like they'll fight the good fight with Nyan Cat. It's amazing. I just I don't really know what to add. It's just one of those things.
Oh, I had 2 comments. The first, I think Matt's point about how you created it, but then it becomes the internet. So I think that's really insightful. And Duncan Watts is a sociologist who has a book came out recently called "Everything is Obvious Once You Know the Answer." And so I think a lot of times we're trying to make sense of the world, and so something goes viral, and so we say, oh, like there must be something intrinsic to this, that's the reason that this went viral. But I think actually there's 100 things on the internet that all have some interesting quality about them, and one of those goes viral. And so after the fact we say, oh, it's because of this interesting thing that this had. It's like, well, yeah, what about the other 99 things that had that same or a similar interesting thing, but none of them went viral? And that X factor difference is the internet choosing or the community choosing to rally behind something and make it so. And so that's not to say that there isn't something great about Me Gusta or Nyan Cat or Double Rainbow or whatever mine was. Probably not great in mine. Don't include mine in that list. But it's that X factor of the internet rallying around it that makes the difference. The second comment I want to make is that the two people with posters on their faces look so bored right now. and it's these bright colors pointing at these bored faces, staring at us. It just highlights, I'm sorry, but your posters are awesome. So.
Yeah. It's probably just hard to smile inside.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to add on to that, it's kind of a bummer that there's a lot of great stuff out there on the internet that people put a lot of effort into, not 12 minutes. So just, I think it's like kind of our responsibility as internet users. If there's something just really cool that somebody put a lot of effort into, you should actually share it. Just go like, oh man, check out this cool link, and just keep on doing that, because there's a lot of good stuff out there that I think should get its recognition. Like, I don't know.
I feel it's my responsibility to do that. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel tweeted me, and so when I see something that is amazing, I try and promote it as much as I can. Yeah, and I feel that that's my duty because it was done for me, and I need to pass it on. So I don't have the audience that Jimmy does, but I do have some, and so I comment and stuff, and then when I comment, it Twitters, and and if it's really something amazing, I'll do different things, Facebook and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's important to share what you're passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more powerful than just like exposure in this day and age. Just like having your content out there. That's pretty much the most powerful thing if you're behind something that's more creative, like comics, for example.
You basically just have to keep doing what you love to do. Like, don't let anybody get you down on that. I know the internet's a really mean place sometimes, but like, see, it's wow. But seriously,
says the guy who made Nyan Cat.
Oh, there were some hard times in my life with internet comic comments. Seriously, just keep doing what you love. That's the main point. It took me like my comics. I did them for like 6 years before I got any type of recognition. But I just did it because I love doing it. Yeah. And it's just one of those things. You just keep doing it, and eventually if somebody notices it, it'll be amazing.
That's why I made videos, because I was just passionate about it, and it was my art, and I just was compelled to do it, and I still am. And after I went viral, then a lot of people were like, we want to see more, we want to see more. So I do a lot more now. But it was always there. The drive to just put content on the internet was just in me, and it still is.
And I think actually this brings us to the last question that I want to ask before we go to questions in the audience. So if you guys have questions up in your brain, get them into your mouth place. Nate brought the sad trombone. So this idea of like share everything, keep making things, make stuff and put it, release early and often, which is a common thing you hear about, not only releasing code but also making art and having people see it. Is this contributing to this idea that there are more minor works now than there have been in the past, and that because of this mentality there are fewer large-scale projects that are actually impressive endeavors? And also, does it really matter? Question mark?
Well, I think it's giving power to the people that we can create our own content, and the audience defines what they like, not some executive that you have to consume what they produce. So
I'm gonna clap.
Yeah. I mean, I shot a simple 3.5-minute video, and it resonates with people. There was no forethought in it. There was no production. It was just a reaction. It was one take, and people spent millions of dollars trying to recreate that, and I think that it gives every one of us power, knowing that there's a possibility that we could do that.
I think everyone else agrees.
I would add, I think you have to enjoy the process of whatever you're doing, and like statistically, it might be happening more frequently, but still the vast majority of the time things don't go viral, and so when whatever you're making, you have to do it because you enjoy that and believe that it's quality, not because you're hoping it'll go viral. Just most of the time it won't. And I don't know. What do you guys disagree?
You kind of got me like thinking about
I only
like how
do it because I love it, and it's like I never, a lot of people do stuff for money, but it's like that was never me. I just did it because I'm passionate about it, and money never was a factor,
Even before YouTube, you were making VHS videos because that's what you like to do.
I mean, and well, the first time I saw myself on video, I said, "Ooh, I want that." So I just saw the power of being able to capture yourself on video, and I wanted to show my great grandkids what I was like. That was my intention. That was my original thoughts of why I needed to do this. But it's not only my great grandkids, but it's people down the line. I don't know who they are, but they might find it interesting. So.
Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter. I'm sorry. It's really poorly timed.
Good question.
Yeah, he's just so stunned. You're such a eloquent speaker. like you brought it. We were kind of in a huddle like at the very beginning. We're like, okay, it's just really casual, just laid back. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll talk about stuff, just whatever. And then just like these beautiful speeches and, whew, okay.
So this is actually the last question, which is, what do you guys think about this idea of the memularity, that cultural production is reaching such like a crazy speed that we're not actually able to either fully create big things or fully experience the things that already do exist. It seems like
I mean, there's outlets for people who have a lot of time, a lot of talent, like Vimeo. I think I pronounced it right. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Vimeo. It's kind of just like, it takes YouTube, the idea of YouTube of just user shared content, but it weeds out all of just the crap, and you actually have to you have to contribute some pretty good stuff to get onto Vimeo. I mean, there's just talented people of all sorts just contributing to sites like that, and then there's sites like the Rage Face subreddit or Advice Animals subreddit, where it's the same idea of whoever submitting whatever. It's just
that the existence of one does not mean that the other one does.
Yeah, there's just outlets for both, really. If you don't have that much money or time, you just make an Advice Animal.
There's still movies. There's still TV. People earn a living making entertainment for the masses, but it also has put it into ordinary people where we can get a $40 camera and create something that humanity is interested in. So it gives us more options. I think it's really powerful and really good for humanity. YouTube is humanity's memory, and Facebook is their consciousness, and that's where we're going to. I made that one up on my own.
I need to stand up just so that I can sit down.
I think there might be something to what you're saying. There might be some sort of psychic maybe damage or at least effect of constantly having new content coming at us and not processing it. I think Jared Lanier, is that how you pronounce his name? The father of virtual reality, has the book You Are Not a Gadget. He talks about how maybe we need to unplug and take time to process and think and be offline all the things that we're seeing.
Read a book.
A print publisher in the house. Great. So I think we're gonna open it up to questions. There is one that I see on Twitter that I'm gonna ask right now, which is that, Chris, was there actually a Pop-Tart lawsuit?
What? No, there was never a Pop-Tart lawsuit.
Okay, great.
I would love to work with Pop-Tarts. I mean, like, no. Here's my idea. Nyan Berry Pop-Tarts with rainbow filling. Think about that. That would be the most delicious thing on the planet.
A
Make it
representative from Nabisco, right, in the audience? Is there anybody who's right? No? No, looks like no. So any questions from the audience? It looks like I have to call on Blake Boston. I have to.
Hey, bring him down here.
Blake, if you want to come down to use the microphone, you're more than welcome, or you could just shout from where you are. I don't think we have a traveling microphone. Is that true? Okay. I will hum a soothing version of Nyan Cat.
We should do the jazz version.
Oh, I don't know what the jokes
Nyan, 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 nyan. You guys seen that?
This doesn't go very far.
Jeez, ghetto. Anyway, I shouldn't really come down here for this because.
No, we disagree. We disagree. You should have.
I was honestly just wondering if you guys could spare $20. Is that a no?
I can, but I won't.
So is that like a maybe or a no?
You have a reputation, man. I'm sorry.
I'll pay you back. Jeez. Maybe in a couple of years, but I'll pay you back.
Looks like no. Sorry, man. Blake Boston, everybody.